Respected LDS scholar Grant Hardy's recent publishing and publicizing of the Annotated Book of Mormon has ignited discussions dealing with appraising the value of the Book of Mormon as a sacred text, worth one's life and devotion. And Hardy acknowledges a few problems along the way. For example, he says, quote, "We're embarrassed by the lack of evidence for its historicity, by the racism and the absence of women, and about how it uses the King James Bible, particularly the New Testament. There are things in the Book of Mormon that are problematic, and I don't think we should skip over those. Nephi had attitudes that we would regard as racist today. Apparently, even prophets do not always live up to their ideals or to their revelations," unquote. But he returns to the perspective that in spite of its flaws and limitations, the Book of Mormon is worthy of one's devotion. He goes so far as to say, quote, "But the book is amazingly coherent and consistent, and just because it is the Word of God doesn't mean it's God's last word on everything. We can read the Book of Mormon seriously and with gratitude, and we can still be critical of it. We can say this detail doesn't seem to fit in with what we know of the gospel as a whole," unquote. But it's a tall order of business to walk the proverbial line where, on one hand, people are encouraged to take seriously a religious text and devote their life to allowing it to occupy their time and their mind, and to base their life on its teachings, while on the other hand, dealing directly with the facts that run counter to its historicity, such as Hardy's mention of racism, the New Testament material in the Book of Mormon that shouldn't be there, the lack of archaeological or linguistic evidence for its historicity. And it's even more of an uphill battle to encourage those same readers to let go of their level of trust in the book's values, its morality, and its theology, sensing that the book could be, and in fact is, wrong at several important moments, leading the reader to see Nephi as a racist, or Mormon as shaming sexual assault victims, leading believers and non-believers on a quest to both value the Book of Mormon as a sacred text, while also giving them permission to lose trust in its claims and its ability to discern God's voice, is a tight wire act that almost no religious text has survived. Ultimately, the question I have for readers of the Book of Mormon to consider is whether, in light of the facts, dedicating time to a 19th century text is truly the best use of their resources in navigating life's complexities, or whether you would be truly better off with a book like The 5 Agreements or whatever is the latest from Brene Brown. Back to you, RFM.